Dime qué tú quieres, papi. ¿Quieres que lo mueva para ti? Mueve, mueve. ¿Te gusta cuando me muevo así? Así. Mueve, muevo, mueve.
Hey, you, we up in the place. We up in the place. We up in the place. Hey, you, make your body shake. Make your body shake. Make your body shake. Hey, you, we up in the place. We up in the place. We up in the place. Hey, you, make your body shake. Make your body shake. Make your body shake. Hop, hop, jump, skip up on the floor. If they didn't know, then we gon' let them know. Drop low, giving them a show. We gon' give them something that they never seen before. Hop, got 784, bouncing on the beat while keeping the flow. Stop, watch, freeze and go. Cock-a-doodle-doo is what you eating off the floor. Pop, lock, do it by yourself. You know you the best, you don't need nobody else. Rock, hip, toast to success. You was born a winner, so you never nothing less. Hey, you, we up in the place. We up in the place. We up in the place. Hey, you, make your body shake. Make your body shake. Make your body shake. Hey, you, we up in the place. We up in the place. We up in the place. Hey, you, make your body shake. Make your body shake. Make your body shake. Bow, bow, rock, rock, shake, shake, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Bow, bow, rock, rock, shake, shake, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
¿Quieres que lo mueva para ti?
Bow, bow, rock, rock, shake, shake, wiggle, wiggle,
¿Te gusta
wiggle.
cuando me muevo así?
Bow, bow, rock, rock, shake, shake, wiggle, wiggle. When we come through, make you move just a little. Clap, snap, do it from the hip. You can do this whether you stand or sit. Pump, fist, do it with your wrist. Pump it back and forth like you're trying to catch a fish. Hip, twist, do a finger kiss. Rocking back and forth as you make your body shift. Top, tick, do it like you sick. 2 + 4 is 6 and that's a ripper thick. Top, 6, we gon' let it rip. We got your attention and we not gon' let it slip. So hands up, move your head and know what's up. Now it's shoulders rolling while you showing them your stuff. Hey, you, we up in the place. We up in the place. We up in the place. Hey, you, make your body shake. Make your body shake. Make your body shake. Hey, you, we up in the place. We up in the place. We up in the place. Hey, you, make your body shake. Make your body shake. Make your body shake. Bow, bow, rock, rock, shake, shake, wiggle, wiggle,
Dime
wiggle.
qué tú quieres, papi.
Bow, bow, rock, rock, shake, shake, wiggle, wiggle,
¿Quieres
wiggle.
que lo mueva para ti?
Bow, bow, rock, rock, shake, shake, wiggle,
¿Te
wiggle,
gusta
wiggle.
cuando me muevo así?
Bow,
Así.
bow, rock, rock, shake, shake, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Make you move just a little, 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 just a little.
Yo, KC, you the shit this year.
Yeah, I'm the shit this year.
Well, I'm riding around town, bumping shit that can
Bingo,
feel.
you the shit this year.
Yeah, I'm the shit this year.
And we gon' keep it moving,
Yeah.
grooving, give you something
KC, you
now.
the shit this year.
Yeah, I'm the shit this year.
What? Riding around town, bumping shit that can
Bingo,
feel.
you the shit this year.
Yeah, I'm the shit this year.
And we gon' keep it moving, grooving, give you something
Look,
now.
I'm sipping Bacardi, visualizing on the farm Ferrari.
Catch a buzz from the life that we store in the
My
party.
swag immaculate, kicking this rap shit till I'm 40.
It's like electricity, just float through
Being
your
easy with
body.
breezes and winding down and out, baby, I'm sorry.
Switch the game, change it up, falling off now
Picture me
hardly.
rolling Maserati with some hoes in the back.
Switching lanes, taking pictures with a bitch in my lap.
Clap your hands, everybody, if you feel this shit.
KC,
Bingo,
on the mic.
and that's it.
Take a trip down south that we call the Abyss.
I'm most curious about my silver Air Forces.
And we receiving major paper from multiple sources.
Of course, it's the bosses that handle the business.
Spice the game a little bit, cause the flavor diminished.
Like Kane and Old Dog, we society's menace.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 into the 4.
KC,
Bingo, knocking at your door. Yeah, it is again. Let's go, KC, you the shit this year.
yeah, I'm the shit this year.
Well, I'm riding round town, bumping shit that can feel.
You the shit this year?
Yeah, I'm the shit this year.
And we gon' keep it moving, grooving, give you something
KC,
now.
you the shit this year.
Yeah, I'm the shit this year.
What? Riding round town, bumping shit that can
Bingo,
feel.
you the shit this year.
Yeah, I'm the shit this year.
And we gon' keep it moving, grooving, give you something now. Attack the track like a lion, cause I'm so ferocious. When the wind blow, I fly, cause my image on posters. It be wise to decide to not try to approach us. Get burnt like bread when it's stuck in the toaster. And you hoes like clothes, I told you I fold you. In the mornings I have Folgers with my doja. I suppose it's time to smell the roses. Clear my mind, check the snakes is close.
And peep my status, but stamina, swagging on niggas just amateurs. Style stay funkin' and cannabis. It's scandalous the way these bitches try to handle us. It's city ball to ball swords in my Polaroid camera. I want my niggas on the propaganda. Welcome to this extravaganza. Hennessy, sipping weed, smoking enhancer. Even though we know that way to go is not the answer, I won't chance the opportunity to blow this shit. Take a shot at the target and I'm not gon' miss. Kicking, flipping, splitting, rip these rap niggas to bits. Let's go, KC, you the shit this year.
Yeah, I'm the shit this year.
What? I'm riding round town, bumping shit that can
Bingo,
feel.
you the shit this year.
Yeah, I'm the shit this year.
And we gon' keep it moving, grooving, give you something
KC,
now.
you the shit this year.
Yeah, I'm the shit this year.
What? Riding round town, bumping shit that can
Bingo,
feel.
you the shit this year.
Yeah, I'm the shit this year.
And we gon' keep it moving, grooving, give you something now.
Like that, that. I like that, y'all. Like that, that. Like that, like that, y'all. Like
hit it with the whip of all that, y'all.
Like that, y'all. Like that, y'all.
Here it is, KC King Chaka.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? How y'all feel? Remember, we want you to be an activist. What's up, brother?
Oh, no.
Yeah. I hope you're not mad at me. It seemed like we was kind of arguing last show. But I think it makes for good TV, though.
I think we're supposed to do that.
Exactly. Because, I mean, this is the thing, though. I really want this channel to be a place where people can come and talk about subjects that they don't agree on. It's totally okay. And that's what it was like. I posted that some time ago on Instagram. It's like, it's okay to disagree with people. Like, what happened to that? What happened to us, you know, being able to disagree and still, like, not want to kill each other? You know what I mean?
That's a bunch of pansy shit there, man. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's overly sensitive. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you think everybody's supposed to agree with everything? You know, I mean, that's just not real, first of all. But I mean, you know, I think that you know, that's the way, you know, it was. I don't think you were being disrespectful. Hopefully I wasn't. If I was, you know, I apologize. But as far as that, you know, just stating my side, you know.
Yeah, you have to rep what you claim, or you know what you believe in. Stand on it, and I that's always respectful. And that's why I be saying like a person that's racist, like a person that be like, I hate black people. It's like, okay. I mean that doesn't make me mad. You know what I mean? That's how you feel. That's how you feel. I prefer for you to be 100 about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I might think you're limited in your views, but at the same time, you know, I respect the fact that, hey, you know, I'm not one of those type of people that I don't like the covert.
Exactly. That's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. If I don't know, you know, that I can trust you or whatever, or you're hating me all this time.
No, I think that's actually somebody you know that's actually trustworthy to be able to speak, you know,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. The one that says, I hate niggas. Hey, come over here, bro. We can you invited to the barbecue. The one that's like pretending that he don't like niggas. You know what I'm saying?
No, he pretending that they do.
Yeah, pretending that they do. Them the ones I got a problem with. Yes.
Yeah. cousin Deuce in the building.
Yeah, what's up,
Hey, what's
bro?
going on, man? How y'all
How you,
doing, bro?
how you feel?
Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. How about you guys, man? How y'all tonight?
Hey man, make sure you make that wide right turn now.
Oh yeah, I got to. I got to. I'm right here. They got cars sitting right here on the edge right there.
Yeah. Say man, like
Sir.
most people don't know. Like, say, bro, I was going through this little small town. Was it yesterday? I think
Hmm.
yeah, it was just I was going through this little small town, and you know, it's only like 2 3 lane. You know, it's 2 lanes with the turning lane when when you had a
Okay.
light, and of course, like I mean, based on what of course, actual living, but going through school is like you need 4 lanes to be able to make a right turn. So if you get over in the turn lane, which is for the left, if you're trying to make a right turn, if you get
Yeah.
into the turn lane for the left, but you're trying to make a right, I can see how that can confuse people. But then you still need the turn lane, that first right lane, and then the at least the turn lane for the road that you're turning on. So
Yeah.
you know most people don't get there, and then you got cars that's not only not like they're past that white line. People don't realize that white line is there calculated to give trucks a big enough window, or enough room to make that right turn. So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I wish there was something that because I really think cars should learn what kind of stuff that needs to happen too, because they're part of all of the actions that's taking place, regardless of who's driving what. You know what I'm saying? If you just clueless and you sitting out there like you driving, and you're like 2 car lengths in front of the line that you're supposed to be stopped at, I mean,
Yeah.
you're probably holding up traffic for other people. That's not even in,
Yeah.
that's on another road.
Oh yeah,
But
definitely. Yeah. And then you have people, cause like they have like the double white lines at the stoplight. You have people that pull over that. Now you put in pedestrians in the middle of the road trying to walk around your car when they're supposed to walk in between the two white lines. You
hmm
know. So what?
yeah,
And a lot of people don't realize, man, it's actually a law in the books. If you're over that line and a pedestrian is walking and they get hit, and it's proved that you were over the line, you're actually held out. You know. Also, if the front end of your car gets hit and you're over that line, that's technically your fault.
yeah. But that's the
So
things, like a lot of people don't realize. I mean, I think most people do the minimum to be able to, just to be able to get their license, but to actually understand that, you know, it's a science. It's actually things that's put in place that you probably, the average driver overlooks, that, really matters. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's why a lot of times it's like if I'm in a little town and I know I'm coming up on a right hand, I got to make a right hand turn and it's in the little town. Like if there's a stoplight at my right hand turn, a lot of times what I'll do if that light is red when I'm approaching it, I'll stop way back there just to let the traffic get around me, and that way when I go to take off, you know what I'm saying, I can go ahead and swing out as wide as I need to and bust that right hand turn. You know,
Yeah,
I've
but
done that.
if
Go
there's
ahead, Mark.
yeah, I would say if there's impatient drivers though, that could be like that could spin out of control real quick.
Yeah, yeah, it can, because you got people that's like coming around you and things of that nature. But I mean, I remember back when I was pulling the dry box, man. Um, I didn't have no choice because I was on a dedicated account delivering to all of the discount tires in Texas and New Mexico. So like I didn't have a choice, man. And sometimes one in them little small towns like in New Mexico, man, to deliver to a discount tire that's in a shopping center, I would there was times I would have to go through, let the light turn red on me a couple of times before I could swing and make that turn with a 53 footer. You know what I'm saying? Especially trying to
Yep.
turn into a shopping center.
I don't typically have those very often, but last week I had a load that went to Sherman Williams. I had some
Oh,
paint products and stuff like that, and both of those of the places that I delivered to, it was just like what you're saying. Like it was a little small, you know, parking lot, and it's like actually unloading in the middle of the parking lot, blocking off cars and all kind of crap. So I totally understand what you mean by that.
yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. But yeah, they just don't cars, man. You know, and I think that's why too. You have a lot of cops. You know, used to be if you got into an accident with a car, they automatically kind of deemed it your fault. But nowadays, because they realize that most of the accidents between cars and trucks is usually the person in the car's fault. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
So they're taking the extra steps now to actually do like on the scene investigations and shit like that now. So and then like
Well, you,
what it does, we got the cameras in our truck.
huh?
You know,
Y'all have the cameras?
yeah, we have the cameras that face out and they face in cab. The
Yeah.
lytics cameras. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mine is just a forward facing camera in my truck. So but that's all that's really necessary. Um I wouldn't even really care so much if it was, even if it did face inward, but they don't need to see me. They need to see what the drivers are doing, on the road. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
But
I got you. I understand. Yeah, these suckers here, man, they got us in those. They got our cameras face outside the truck and inside the truck. So you know, but, hey,
well,
it is what it is. You know. But it has these cameras have pretty much have gotten a lot of our drivers out of certain situations where somebody, they get hit and they say, oh, it was immediately try to say it was the driver's fault. Then the camera shows like, nah, it was the driver's fault. It was your fault, you know. Especially like I'm up here in Euless right now. I'm down the road from Arlington where the Cowboys play at, and
uh,
I had a car just do me like that. Like literally got on the interstate because I didn't get over. I didn't get over to let them over. I couldn't get over because there was a car to my left. I didn't get over. Well, when they got on the interstate, they came around me and slammed on brakes. And it's like, okay, if I hit your motherfucking ass, you at fault. The camera clearly shows you brake checked me, for no reason. You had no
yeah,
reason to brake check me. You know what I'm saying? So people play with their lives like that, and I'm sorry, bro. I'm not gonna kill myself for no pedestrian, for nobody, and I'm not gonna. I got somebody that's sleeping behind me. I'm not finna kill him either. So we just gonna have to go and hit your ass. We gonna take that chance. You wanna play? You wanna play with your life like that? Then hey, be my guest.
yeah. And they don't realize how close to death they may be in doing stuff like that because, like, especially with like for myself, if you're gonna be stupid and pull over in front of me because it's like, you know, what's it doing like a brake check? I'm
Yeah,
not about I'm not about to shift my load, run off the road, turn over my truck, and potentially kill myself for an idiot driver that don't have nothing better to do than to try to pull a brake check. And like I said, I got my camera. You know what I'm saying? Like you slow down and you stop so hard in front of me, you better be prepared to get your ass knocked off.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it's
I don't know
crazy,
why
bro.
people are so dumb when it comes to that shit. Like, did they understand that y'all carrying like all kinds of weight? Like, and that shit gonna mash they shit like it's paper? I don't think they know that shit.
Dude, most likely we're like 20,000 times their weight. Like the average car might be three, you know what I'm saying, 4,000 pounds. Now, I mean, you dealing with a pickup truck or SUV. All right, now we're talking about maybe you know, 8 times the weight. You know, at our max. So it's well, I say 8 times because I said 20,000 because what's 20 times? Let's just say it's 20 times their weight. So because let's just say at our max we can't go over 80,000. Well, we can if we get certain permits, but however, the average truck is up to 80,000 pounds. Your car is probably about 4,000 pounds or lighter. That's if you got a nice car. You know what I'm saying? You might some you got like what you call like a Range Rover or something like that. It might be 7,000 pounds or something like that. But like I said, the average car is maybe around 4,000 pounds, and you trying to go up against something that's potentially 80,000, and us trying to brake, to be able to stop, or you know what I'm saying. In most cases, you know what I'm saying. It's like if that was to happen, like that's a stupid reason for you to, jump over in front of a truck. Where in most laws
I'll be
you're
right back,
supposed to,
guys.
All right.
yeah, go ahead. In most laws, you're supposed to pass the truck by at least 100 feet before you even get over. Like you're supposed to be well able to be seen by the truck before you get over. But
That's what I do when I drive around them. I make sure that they can see me and I can see them by actually looking in their mirror and actually seeing them in their mirror. You know what I mean? Like we made eye contact type shit.
well, yeah. I mean, even if you can't make eye contact, if you're up far enough where they can see your signal light, they can see your car. And a lot of times we don't care about no signal light. We see your car, we're paying attention. At least I believe the majority of us, we see you whether you have your signal light on or not. But if you drive up far enough, the signal doesn't really even matter. But for somebody who, as soon as they get past you by 10, 20 feet and jump over for like the worst is somebody who is hauling ass on the left side of you to get past you just to go and exit right in front of you.
People are so fucking dumb. It's really a miracle. How do they get up in the morning? I be thinking about that all the time. How do they make it through the day? These people. What's up, Curtis?
Yes.
What up,
Yeah, some
King?
people don't know how close to death they are.
Yeah. So like what they say in the Bible, or somewhere it says like God looks out for fools, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got that from, but
There's a verse that's similar to that. I don't know it verbatim, but yeah, that exists.
yeah. So I think that's a
Who?
true
What's
thing.
the? I'm a little late. What's the subject?
For the most part, but then there's some of them that get crushed in their cars like a soda can.
So it's just a damn,
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. Well, we haven't really got into the subject. The name of the show is today is a banana peel on the sidewalk. Did
Did
any
you
of
pick it
y'all
up?
see?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Did any see that? Did y'all wonder what I was talking about with that? I'm just curious.
Well, I read your monologue.
Okay. I'm finna read it again for everybody. Yeah. So it goes. Banana peel on the sidewalk. So what do? Pick it up and place it in the garbage, kick it into the grass, or just disregard? The answer most people will have is disregard. On your way back from the office, you forgot about the banana peel, and everyone that walked past it disregarded it. And now you step on it, twist your ankle, fall down, and rip your new suit. Medical bill more than $5,000. Now you can't take that vacation. Had you picked up or even just kicked it into the grass, then that whole thing wouldn't happen. But you figured it was not your problem, and you didn't drop it. So it's not your responsibility. So, like, what do y'all think about that? Because the point of this is like an exercise, and it really has to do with society as a whole, because this is how we look at things. A lot of people look at things as an individual. They feel like this thing is a small thing and it doesn't really affect me. But what I'm just trying to demonstrate is that it does, because like even when I'm at work and people drop like lemons or a piece of ice or something on the floor, I don't care who dropped it. I do not care who dropped it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to roll my fucking ankle. I don't want to roll my fucking knee. So I'm gonna pick it up, kick it to the side or whatever. I'm gonna move it to the point where ain't nobody gonna be able to step on it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that when I come back through there, that I don't have to worry about it stepping on it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't have that, bro. A lot of people don't have that. I get the analogy. A lot of people don't have that. You know, it's one of those things in like the service industry. You know, you take care of people the right way because they're gonna come back. In your experience, they're gonna remember that last experience, and they're gonna get somebody else. And you know, based on their experience, this next person has to do with it.
And you know, your tip might be as yeah. Go ahead.
The way I see that, the way I see what you put down and what you wrote down, what you showed me earlier, yeah, man, that goes right back into how society should be caring. We should care for everybody. I mean, we should live. We're the only organisms on this damn planet that divides in every goddamn aspects in our lives, bro. Like seriously, in every fucking aspect. If you think about it, we're divided there in every aspect, fucking aspect.
And it's not like the other animals or organisms. It's so different.
Or that's why I said that. That's why I said it that way.
It seems like the animals understand it better than us, right? Doesn't it seem like that?
Because they fucking do. They do. Like, they know what they got to do. It's our dumbass running around here, not know. Oh, this is a human being. Doesn't fucking matter your color. I got rainbows of friends, and I use that shit intentionally, bro. I use that intentionally. Why? Because I'm done. Like I'm spent. I had to tell my homeboys we were trying to go play pool, and I was like, man, this is like I can't play pool tonight because I'm fucking here. You know, I don't like. Yeah, I have eyes. I can see you. But as far as everything else, no, bro. But and so that's what I saw. It was going to be a bad night for me.
Before I go further, what y'all think about it, Pat, Deuce? What y'all think about the subject so far? Before I explain it more.
Yeah, no, I think you know, because of not that animals are not smart, but because we think
they're very intelligent.
No, they're very intelligent, but it's more because of the simplistic ways of thought. But for us, we get things too complex on, how we see this or see that and whatever. Because I ain't gonna lie, my first thought probably was like, ugh, disgusting. Somebody left their fucking, food on the ground or whatever.
Bro, Pat, if Pat says banana peel, bro, please say banana peel. Because that's what it is. People, like when I say that it's way the fuck out there, Pat, it's way the fuck out there, bro.
Because it's simple. It's simple it's so simple.
It's very simple, bro. It's very simple.
It's so simple. It's simple as a banana peel. It's simple as that because how many people like it's New York or it's Houston, wherever the hell city you're in, and how many times do you see a banana peel? Now, if it's faced up, it's not as slippy. But if it's face down, you know what I'm saying? Where the skin is, where the
core came from.
Yes, and the core part is face down.
Yes.
If that's how the banana peel is, that shit is slippy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like you talking about taking your leg all the way out. if you step on it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? That's a real thing.
That's why I wear boots. That's exactly why I wear boots, so my ankles won't slip.
Because remember the cartoons, y'all? Remember the cartoons? It was always the banana.
No, you know what I was talking? Yeah, Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Tom, somehow gets stuck on a banana peel or some shit, and he slides for a quarter of a mile, and he buzzes his ass, and he ends up in the trash can himself instead of the banana peel or whatever it is.
And that's exaggerated, but the reality is that the damn banana peel is slippery as fuck if you step on it, if it's face down. So, but the banana peel is just an analogy. It's just an analogy related to how people behave towards each other and how they're always thinking like, this thing, especially when it wasn't their mess. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't make this mess. And it's like, think about your house. Let's use that as an example. You're at your house and your house is a mess and you're like, I didn't make this mess. Are you just going to sit there in the mess?
No.
No, you can't. I mean, and of course, I guess for me, it's like, okay, I got a kid. I got, whoever somebody that you live with has made things filthy or got dirty or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, okay, can you really relax with the house dirty? I can't. So, something has to happen before I decide I'm going to sit down and throw my feet up. But
what you think, Deuce? What you think about it? I haven't heard you yet. You busy?
He told us no.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting on the technician to get out here. But man, I mean, it's pretty much, I think you guys pretty much summed it up. You know what I'm saying? Just, had you picked it up, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't be faced with the situation that you're faced with now. I mean, and it just goes back to. It just goes back to like simple things in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may have I had a situation the other day. I was getting some work done to my little pickup truck, and I don't quite remember exactly what it was, but I was getting some work done, and it was something that I seen at the house that, I was just like, okay, well, I ain't gonna need that right now. And I left it, like literally just left it sitting on the counter and got to the mechanic shop, and he was like, hey, you got such and such and such. And I didn't realize I would need it for, need that particular part for what they were doing. But he went a step further, and I'm like, fuck, had I grabbed that off the counter, I wouldn't be going to O'Reilly's spend another $80 for something I already got sitting at the house. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, I feel like life gives you those few little, it throws you them little tokens, like, you know what I'm saying? Like certain little things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if anybody else resonates with that, but like you'll have a situation like you just see something, you like, okay, I'll take that with me. And then you don't, then you realize, fuck, I got that at the house. You know what I'm saying? Or that's what it kind of means to me,
I completely feel you, man. Yeah. Cause that's exactly it. You sometimes it's like being lazy, right? You didn't want to take that one little extra step for whatever reason. Maybe you was busy, maybe you was in a hurry, maybe you was distracted or whatever. And your mind told you though, because you thought about it. You was like, I should do such and such, but you didn't do it. And then later on, you fucking suffer major ass consequences just because you didn't do some old little ass thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. So, I mean, but yeah, I mean, it's about, like you say, taking care of each other, man, and just kind of looking. I mean, but I do agree with Pat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're walking downtown Houston and you see a banana peel on the sidewalk, you go around that shit. You like, ugh, that's disgusting. You know, first thing come to your mind is like, what nasty motherfucker just dropped their shit down on the floor, man? Couldn't throw a trash can 3 steps away and they just threw the shit on the floor.
Shaka, I don't want to go into the deepest part of this analogy and what it actually means.
Why not?
Dude, no. It's not a why not, because I want you to tell him. I want you to tell him what that actually means. The banana peel. No, dude, that's an analogy, bro. You have to understand. It's a okay.
We all know it gets deeper than that.
Yeah, we're going in today. That's what the point, because I don't really have no videos, and I pretty much
my first thought was just that, you know, that's the first thing that you may think of, but of course it goes deep. But whoever goes, let's go.
Yeah, man, it really goes deep because so it's kind of like, you know how like you think about looking out for yourself, but nobody
else looks out
for you. Because I even tell my daughter that, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got to make sure you're the one, like whatever situation you in, you need to be the most on point person in that room. That's what I tell her. You need to be the most aware person in that room.
You know the easy part about that? She's going to be able to do it without hesitation.
Well, look,
without hesitation, she's going to be able to do that, bro.
Well, look, just think about this. I mean, all right, we went through the scenario. All right, we passed. Let's say we passed this banana peel,
right?
And you know, we stepped over it. We made it through there safely. But then when you come back, or maybe you hear a little later, ambulance, and some old lady,
right,
slipped on the banana peel,
right.
She didn't see it, and something that you could have done,
right? And you think about it, because you know. And what if you know the old lady? It's your grandma.
It's worse. It's worse then.
Yeah.
And now you Spider-Man out here.
Yeah. So
you could have did something. You Spider-Man.
The problem that
Tobey
you
Maguire
saw earlier that you just ignored and just like you just don't want to deal with it, and it presented a problem for somebody close to you or not. I mean, us as humans, period, we're all related. So
yeah,
that is still affecting you in a way that now you've been like, damn, I could have done something that could have changed this whole scenario. Like life could have been different right now if I had made one different decision than I did.
And it would have been really easy, and it wouldn't have taken a lot of effort, because that's a big part that I want people to understand is the effort in it is like nothing, but the repercussions of it is big. So like on, you know, the payout, you know what I mean? Like the problem is though, the problem with a lot of people is they worry that their work is not going to benefit themselves. You know what I'm saying? Benefit me some kind of way. Like my work needs to benefit me some kind of way. So people have that kind of thought in their mind. But they don't realize how when you do work that benefits others, that comes back around and benefits you. You know what I mean? It's the universe. It's the energy of the universe. You know what I mean? And it can be as simple as the banana peel, because, you know, like I say, breaking your damn ankle just because you're dumbass and you saw the banana peel and because that's the worst case scenario, that your dumbass forgot you didn't pick it up, you forgot it was there, and you came back and you was the dumbass who stepped on it. You know what I mean? Like that's the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, somebody ended up having a whole concussion based on that fall that like totally could have been avoided. Whether if anybody that passed that route would have, you know, because just think about, all right, you know, in Houston, let's just say you walked over it. How many other people walked over it?
Right. That's my point. How many other people did it? And they are, that's the energy. So that's the energy of the indifference, the energy of it's not my mess, the energy of what nasty motherfucker did that, the energy of I ain't cleaning up after no motherfucking body else. You know what I'm saying? I ain't cleaning up after these other niggas. Fuck that. Them niggas got to clean up after themselves. Yes, those energies are justified to a certain extent, but when you elevate your energies, when you try to be your higher self instead of your lower self, that's when you benefit others with your actions. But what I really want people to understand is when you benefit others with your actions, you're benefiting yourself. There is an energy transfer that's happening that you are receiving a real benefit from. You know, but what it's really about is the community, right? The children, the future. We like to kick the can down the road. I didn't make the mess. I didn't cause the climate crisis. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make the oil companies, and I wasn't a slave master. Okay, you know, I didn't have slaves.
I don't make no money on the stock market from no oil.
Yeah, like exactly. What he said was facts. What he said was facts. Yeah, man, you actually benefit by helping out each other.
Yeah,
like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in that state of mind. It doesn't matter
about the reciprocal.
I'm sitting on this, and Pat knows me better. He knows me a little bit better. On this, I can legitimately say it doesn't matter on the state of mind. You are what you are. You are who you are. That's going to come out regardless. So I wish a lot of people would, if you see you can fix it, then man, fix it, bro. Fix it.
Yes.
It's very easy. It's very fucking easy.
If it takes a little bit of
damn
effort.
Kind thought. Seriously, it's one damn kind thought. It's like, damn, bro.
Look, that's related to this. People committing suicide. Y'all know that the United States is really high rate of suicide, and some of those overdoses are not drug overdoses. Those are suicides. A huge percentage of them. So those are suicides.
Nobody talks about that, bro. Nobody talks about that.
Those are suicides that aren't counted as suicides. So we already even have a high number of suicides. Everybody knows we have a high number of drug overdoses, but people don't realize a lot of those drug overdoses were suicides. So that adds to the number of suicides that we're having.
I've had a certain amount of people ask me this question. I had a certain amount of people ask me this question, you know, like, why is my friend gone? Or why did this happen? You know, like, I think they committed suicide. Yeah, man, because us as humans, we don't give a fuck. That's the goddamn truth.
And that's Curtis.
Hold on.
I want to back you up.
Start at the indifference. Start at the damn indifference, and you'll start seeing what the fuck. Like, that's the goddamn problem.
Listen, Curtis, I want to back you up because
I'm an organ donor, bro. Look, and see, the black community gets pissed off when somebody black says he's a fucking organ donor. Yeah, that's man. True. If you can use some of this shit, my cousin denied a fucking heart. A heart, bro. A heart. That's all she needed. And they found it. They found it for her. And you know what she said? Guess. She said no. She said no, bro. She said no.
I don't want that heart.
She died.
A lot of there's a trend online with niggas talking about don't be an organ donor on your ID and all of this because people are killing black folks and stealing their organs. But anyways, what I wanted to say, I wanted to back you up, Curtis, on what you said because listen, because just saying a kind word to someone could have kept them from going home and committing suicide that day, and that's a real thing. A smile, eye contact, you know, how you doing?
How's it going? Five, some dab, just like that. And an extra second.
And look how little effort that is. Look how little effort. Just smile somebody when they look at you, when they give you eye contact, when you some random dude walking down you beside you on the sidewalk, and y'all have eye contact, and you smile at him, and he doesn't go home and commit suicide that night. He was thinking about going home and killing himself. Your smile stopped him from doing it. All it took for you was your little muscles on your face to do something. Little bit of effort.
We don't care that much. We don't care that much. We don't care that much, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta still be human. I can't separate myself off being human. I don't know where the fuck these motherfuckers go, bro. But
This subject is heavy, but it's related to the banana peel because us helping each other
very much so
as a community. You know what I'm saying? You don't want misery around you, right? We know that these energies are contagious. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many dimensions where you can look at this where it does benefit you. So that's what's so crazy about the whole idea of people thinking that they're just looking out for themselves and my kids and that's it, and how, you know, but realizing that that's hurting themselves and the community. And when they do things to help their community, it's helping themselves and the community.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
Wow.
You know, I agree with
really
everything.
A whole lot, because I'm like really got a lot of thoughts going through my head as we're going. You know, as I'm hearing you guys, it's like, dude, like there's many things that we don't realize that we could have made a difference in other people's lives. Where shit, you know, like, okay, of course, yeah, saying hello, but you know, when you feel, because I mean, there's certain energies that I know that people feel, because I've been in different situations where, you know, you can feel something. It's like, hey, you know, you good?
All right? You good?
Yeah, you know,
you need anything?
If you need something, hey, you know, I'm always a phone call away. You know, if you need anything, I mean, and you know, I don't want to always be like, hey, you know, because a lot of people's problems might be, you know, based on some money or something. You know, and I try not to be like, you know, of course you don't want to get used or like that, but at the same time, it's kind of like, damn,
it's really the words that really make the difference, anyways. And I always say, this is what I've learned after trying to help niggas my whole fucking life. I realized that giving money does not help nobody ever.
Yeah.
Every time.
I mean, but if $100 changes, if $100 changes somebody's life. It
never helps them. It never helps them, man. It never helps them. And it took me a lot to take this in. I still give people money, but I realized that I'm not helping them by giving them money, because I really do want to help them. So that's why my mind thinks about it really heavily. But I realized that giving them money is not helping them.
Yeah.
It doesn't help them.
I realized that as well, but you know, me, because I mean, my phone is wide open for anybody. Like, you know me, you have my number. It's like, you know, hey, you know, if there's anything you need to talk about or whatever, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely got an ear. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have the best, you know, solution or whatever, or any kind of solution, I can still offer you my ear. You know what I'm saying? Get it off your chest, whatever it is.
That's the best. I think that's the best way to help people, because like I say, you pay somebody's rent the next month, now they rent due again. You can't pay their rent every fucking month. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, I love feeding people, but you can't feed them every day. You know what I'm saying? It just don't work. You know what I mean? Same thing with the money. You give them $20 this week, they give them $100 this week, they need $100 next week. It's not helping them.
Yeah. No, I mean, and I get it. I mean, you know, it's really boils down to, you know, you offering yourself to someone to, you know, in their tough time, or things that, you know, there's different adversities that they may have, to where, like I said, in a lot of cases, people just really need to hear themselves say their problems. And, you know, they know their problems, but a lot of times, you know, you get more clarity when you talk to somebody else, and they didn't even offer anything. You just had the conversation. You were talking.
That's why you have psychologists,
and then
bro.
there's a revelation that'll come about. So I mean,
I
really do believe that offering your ear, a lot of times when people, you know, especially if you feel that energy from them, like
Pat, can I say this,
not
bro?
Right or whatever. Just,
Pat, can I say this?
Hey man.
Pat, can y'all
I'm
hear
here
me?
if you need anything. You got my number. Just, you know,
can anybody hear me?
You know.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kurt.
Bro, and I was trying to, before I forgot my thought. Yeah, man. So it's one of those things, and that's it's rampant in the black community, man. It's very rampant. It's like, black people, we don't go to therapists. We don't go to somebody else
You can't hear him?
No, well, no. That's one of the things.
I can hear him.
Okay.
So
you can hear him,
look,
Deuce?
like that's one of the things, dude. Yeah. It's just like your fucking body. Your mind, it's a working organism, man. However the fuck you got your consciousness set up, you still need to get maintenance, bro. You need to get maintenance.
Right.
And see, this is what we don't understand as black people.
Working on each other. And you
Yeah, you working on somebody. I can tell you that shit right now.
Go ahead.
Can I ask y'all a question? And I totally, like I say, I'm not in disagreement, with anything that y'all are saying. But what about the folks, like people that have done everything that we're saying, and every time they turn around, it's a stabbing back, trying to help other people and extending that olive branch and being there, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, because after so long, man, like Curtis is saying, we're human. So as human, after so long, you get tired of extending olive branches. You get tired of helping motherfuckers and being there for people and their time of need and being a listening ear and going to their home and cooking meals or smiling and saying hi to somebody only for people not to say shit to, and it's like, I love the fact that I like that you mentioned black folks, we don't do this and we don't do that. I got to see it on both sides because I went through foster care. And by going through foster care, I ended up being raised in a white home. And people say, everybody always say black people are the worst, black people are this, black people that. Hey, bro, if you get the chance to grow up in a white home, you will fucking see how disconnected they are.
That's the break right there, bro. That's the break right there.
Wait.
You will see how they treat one another. You know what I'm saying? How families are disconnected. How the kids and the parents don't really have that connection. You know what I'm saying? So I got to see it because I grew up in the slums, in the hood, and then I got taken into foster care and grew up in the suburban neighborhood with a multi-million-dollar foster dad that's a psychiatric therapist by trade. That's his practice. And I got to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, damn, I'm looking at this shit and I'm like, bro, white people are raw as fuck. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to them, like, they'll know that their family member is struggling with depression and it's like, oh, fuck Bob. I don't know what to say about that motherfucker. Has everything in the fucking world. He's still a Debbie Downer every day. You know what I'm saying? I got to grow up and see that. But I always hear everybody say that we don't do this to do that, but nobody ever mentions the people that have in their life, that have people in this world that has done that has donated and been there and have traveled the world and helping and done things and simply just smiled at people and extended olive branches. People like Chaka, people like my man right here, Pat. You know what I'm saying? And every time you turn around, you're getting fucked. You get tired after a while. You grow numb. You grow numb to that shit, bro. Like, I mean, I get what you're saying, Kurt, and I'm not discrediting you. I understand I'm that type of person. Some reason in my mind and in my heart, I feel like I can help everybody. I feel like I should help everybody.
You gotta help, bro.
But
you gotta help. You gotta help.
Because I still do my part.
People have this ideology that yes, we are all special as individuals. That's a fucking fact. It's a fact, bro. Yeah. It's a fact. You can't because we have the power to not only one influence. Like, think about your parents. If your parents weren't your parents, you would not be you. That no one fucking thinks about that. That's what pisses me off about it. That's what pisses me off about it, bro.
It's like they forgot.
I told my dad.
Where the fuck you come from?
I told my dad, thank you, bro. Like, people didn't understand when I stood up and I told my dad, I say, man, I thank you. And everybody's looking like, damn, your daddy ain't never been in your life. Why are you saying thank you? I'm saying thank you to him because he was the greatest example of the man in which not to fucking be in life. You know what I'm saying? You know, me going through the shit that I went through with him and my mom, they gave me the best fucking example. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, bro, like there's people that tell me, boy, you such pushover for your kids. And I'm like, I'd rather be that than to be what the fuck I had growing up. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather give my kids the world, and I don't give them the world, but I also teach them. My kids are some of the most respectful and most humble kids there is, will help anybody. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way I raised them. But like I say, man, like I give thanks to like literally, I give thanks to my dad and my mom. Like they showed me in life how not to be. You know what I'm saying? And had I not experienced that shit,
and it's only the comparison, bro. It's only the comparison of what they taught you. People forgot where they came from.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a big advocate for Big Mama, and like that's us. You know, like no other culture has a Big Mama, and everybody understands who the fuck they talking about. No other culture has that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big advocate for Big Mama, and I think that, dude, as a whole, we're exiting Big Mama out. So slipping and falling on a banana, like that shit's easy. That's very easy. But the analogy about it is, bro, what it is like you, like fuck. You have to help, bro. Comments. You have to help. You're right. I'm just agreeing with you, but I'm agreeing with you, man. So like what they taught you, that's us. We're human. You have the ability to learn.
Listen, and I know white people too. You know what I'm saying? Pretty good. You know, because my daughter's mom is Alabama white, and she's still cool. We cool with her grandma and everybody. You know, the people, and they live out in the country, so like or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And my dad's, when I was growing up, my dad's best friend was a white dude. They used to hang out and drink beers in a little pickup, like at the gas station, like kind of deal. They would meet and drink beers and talk about random shit for like hours. That's what they did. So yes, so like I wanted to make that comment. And the other thing I wanted to say was organism. That nigga Curtis touched on something. I don't know if he knew what he was saying, but organism is a thing. Like, okay, humans.
I be stupid sometimes.
Humans, like, think of us as an organism outside of ourselves as a group. Think of the group of humans as an organism, okay? And think about like white blood cells and red blood cells and you know, T cells.
Positive O, AB negative, AB positive. Yeah. And these are blood types, bro. Like, right. Yeah. If you think about it like that, man, no.
The little parts that help each other, that
wouldn't be out here doing that shit. Because you understand that the next motherfucker could save your goddamn life.
Right.
That's why I do it. That's why I fucking do it, man.
You never know.
All right.
You never know.
All right.
So,
okay.
Deuce, wait. Deuce, I feel you, bro. Because people don't do nothing but get used up. They use you up.
Yeah.
When you're a genuine person. I just watched Squid Games the other night, last night. I somehow got into it. I ain't watched TV in months, but they keep talking about the show, so I watched some of it. And there's a scene where the guy, he was a good guy, and he fucking the guy tricked him, and they was playing a game with marbles, and he put rocks in there instead of the marbles. And this was his friend. They were real friends, and the guy got killed. And the reason, and he was winning the game, and he got killed because he was a genuine nice guy. You know what I'm saying? And trying to be a team player, and that got him killed. So there's no denying that. You know, you look at Patrice Lumumba, you look at Malcolm X, you look at Martin Luther King, you look at what's his name from the Black Panthers. All these people, they were
Chadwick Boseman.
They were looking out for the people, and they got killed. They got sucked up.
Chadwick Boseman died from cancer.
No, you're talking about the group,
the character
Black Panther movement.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. But y'all know who I'm talking about out there.
I'm kind of ashamed of myself right now.
I don't know why I can't think of his name. Oh,
I heard it earlier.
I have a
today.
picture of him.
Yeah. Shit.
I gotta look it up now, y'all.
The light skinned guy. But no, I'm gonna tell you, I relate like on like everybody's got their perspective, and I can
Huey
relate
Newton,
on
was that the one who they killed him?
Huey?
They killed Huey Newton. Wasn't that the one they killed?
No, the one.
No, it wasn't
Huey
him.
Newton stayed in prison for like 30 years, 20.
Yeah,
30 years.
that's not the one. Damn it.
It was the one who was like really like he was 20 something like.
Yeah, it was a young cat. I remember the story. The cops went in there and killed that dude. Anyways, what we was talking about? I'm all distracted now.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess as far as because you was talking about the organisms and all the little pieces and parts that play into us being a part of a group, and how each part of us, because I mean, just if we look at each one of ourselves, and this is what I'm taking from what you're saying, like if each one of us is a cell within one body, that they contribute to the one body. And that's what we really are on a universal scale. We are like a cell to the universe that's supposed to work together to be able to make the whole thing, work. And you're fighting off,
we're behind.
Illness.
We are behind. Yeah. We're behind as a whole. We're freaking behind.
So that's why we need to have these conversations, because I think that we need to actually vocalize this stuff so that we can, because next time you walk by a banana peel, maybe you'll pick it up type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might kick it in the grass. But...
Kick it in the grass, That's what I do. I ain't gonna lie. I really do this stuff.
I'd rather be on my shoe than my hand. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a germaphobe. But, however,
kick it in the grass.
I would want to do something that could benefit, or at least where it wouldn't enable someone else to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, something that would, change it in some kind of way. But yeah, man, it's
you can't do something all the time. Sometimes maybe just a phone call. What I mean is, like, let's say you're driving on the freeway and you see something that's kind of dangerous. You know what I mean? Maybe it's sitting in the road or sitting in a whatever it is.
Well, what about this? Because I see me on the highway all the time. You see all kinds of stuff that's happening along the highway, and I think we've all gotten so used to passing people up.
Yes.
On the road that because I'm scared in a sense, even though I'm packing, I've seen different scenarios or heard of different scenarios where these people pulled over. It's a setup. Like you see the pretty lady or just a lady, period.
Right.
The body doesn't really matter.
And that makes you not want to help nobody. Yeah.
Yeah, you got some guy laying over in the grass.
Yeah.
Waiting to smack the shit out of you and take your few little coins you might have or
whatever.
Whatever it is. Mm. So I mean, it's really kind of messed up because I think most people want to be good, but at the same time, you get to a point to where you're afraid to be, because.
And you absolutely get taken advantage of, especially here in America, because I always call this Babylon. Yeah. But for being nice, that's like the number. It's like blood in the water for the sharks. You know what I mean? It attracts the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it absolutely does.
I mean, because nowadays, there's a whole genre of like a whole new way of living. It's to scam people.
Huh? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like people are actually thriving in life for hurting others.
This is America.
Well, it's this world, because you know where a lot of these scams are taking place?
Nigeria.
That's probably number
In
one.
India.
That's so damn. Oh my fucking god, that's so bad, Shaka. Shaka.
Hey, I just tell the truth, bro. If people
That's
be
so
mad, they
bad,
be mad.
bro. Oh my
That's
god.
actually, I mean, that's worldwide. No, like that's like there. That's one of those places that is, number one for scamming. But the one that I hear most of the time, especially over the phone, is in India. These people making these phone calls like you need a, you know, what like somebody called my mom just a few days ago, and of course she's just like, my mom ain't really like the cursing type. She's like, I'm tired of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, I know, mom. Like these people, like I don't know what the hell why they think, like, but they try to get over on people.
I just don't answer the phone. Send me a text or something, or email. Hopefully you can get through. Don't call me. I'm not answering.
I hear you, bro. Cause I mean, even people like trying to get you to donate. Like if you donate to
Give me one second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. They see, okay, they're kind hearted, whatever. You're the first person they're gonna call next month. But you know what? No, selling your information to other people. Once you get somebody who will donate.
That's the worst part.
You deliver to, I mean, you donate to the police because you're like, these are the people who are out here trying to save us and, helping us and this, that, and the other. And then next thing you know, next week you're getting a phone call from the fire department. And then,
I used to hang out with people who would always say no. Whenever people ask them like for the email address, like everything, how like when you buy something or you go wherever, you do something and they'll be like, hey, can you give us our email address? They'd be like, no. And I always thought it was kind of rude. But now that I'm older, I realize why they're that way. I really understand it. Because once they get just a little bit of information from your ass,
they use it, they sell it. Like they might make more money off of that than whatever you might donate.
Because you finna get all kinds of shit in your inbox. And then somehow they might have got your phone number through your. That's what I mean. So once they get the little bit of information, they're liable to be all up in your shit.
But you know what pisses me off? Really, like, cause I what's that the where you can block, supposed to be able to be blocked from all these different random calls or whatever, the do not call list or whatever. But I've done that for the last 10-15 years and I'm still getting fucking phone calls. The shit just I don't understand. It just
I don't think they can really stop that, but that's also a feature of the way our capitalist system is. The reason why they can't stop that is because they talk about this free market shit they always be saying. So the good suffer with the bad because you got all those bad apples in there. Some of them phone calls might be legit.
Well, but
one out of a fucking billion.
The phone calls that actually can get through, because I mean, if you're dealing with a scammer, you think they really give a shit about what law,
Right?
Oh shit, my bad. Hey, what are you? My bad. What are you talking about? Free what?
Free
market.
Free market, capitalism.
Oh, okay.
It means everybody got equal stand, and that means the scammers and the legit people.
See, that's a hard one, bro. That's a hard one for me. That's a very hard one for me, and I'll be honest about it. That's a hard one for me. And it does go back into like the what I said, the DNA part, the fact that we're all human, but we don't all have to have the exact same state of mind, dude. It's the same goddamn building, same fucking planet. You got different fucking views. Like that's what like. So I get what you're saying. That is hard. That's fucking hard. It's hard for me at least. But the thing about it is like, no, bro. At the end of the day, there's certain shit that we as humans will not ever own, and some of these motherfuckers are gonna keep on running in goddamn circles as much as they want, and there's nothing that you can do to save them. I shit you not.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a free market, but eventually you got to take control of your fucking self and do what you know needs to be done. It's
But you know
very
the thing
goddamn
about,
simple.
but you know the thing about that is
The
that's
fucking banana
that
peel.
that's exactly that. Like that's what leads to that same cycle has led to that whole stepping over the banana peel. You know, and it's gonna happen. I mean, there's gonna be some of us that's gonna, you know, may not have seen it. There's gonna be some that acknowledged it and stepped over it. There's gonna be the one
Yeah,
that's been
this
like,
is facts. I agree.
yeah. So I mean, that is a part of that cycle. So, um, and as far as I know, the universe is set up for successes and failures. You know what I'm saying? So there's something, there's a cause and effect in all of it.
Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, bro.
And for some reason, I was sitting here thinking about Nikola Tesla. Y'all know he died in poverty. That nigga died in poverty. And he spent his whole life trying to give to humanity.
With all of the riches he had stored in his mind.
Fuck.
And that happens to so many people, bro. They have all these great ideas that, because I mean, the way, and one of the main reasons why he stayed in poverty, it wasn't that his ideas were bad. It was just that his ideas would make other people not as relevant.
Because he was trying to do it in a way that wasn't about profit and making money and shit. And they was like, those ideas are trash.
Exactly.
That's trash. We got to make money off of that shit.
Yeah, the people that's in power that can actually, say, hey, we can, do this. We can, they're like, man, you better get the hell up out of here. You better
with that bullshit.
You better go and walk home before you end up limping home.
It's really sad though, because that guy really did give his life, and then it's like he died for nothing. I mean, he didn't die for nothing, but I mean, in his mind, I'm sure by the time he died, that's what he was thinking. He was like, "What the fuck? I wasted my life."
But he was killed, right?
No, he died. He like died in his home or something. He was an older man. Yeah.
I think he was killed.
There's no that could be true, but he was older. He was an older dude.
Yeah.
So
this very same technology that Musk is making, because if that same technology was not able to be used to where it could be marketed to make money, it would have never come out, because that's the whole Tesla car company. That's some of the ideas that he had. Well, it was more, just the energy base.
Yeah, they went to his house and after he died, and they stole a bunch of that shit. That's documented.
Yeah. Well, that's Trump's uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's documented evidence. You can look that up. That they went there and nobody knows what it was. Like, that's not out. What they took, and
Well, they took everything. They took, especially all of his works, everything that he worked on.
Yeah.
Like, they knew what they was going to get when they
went
there.
They probably went in there for specific stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But
so
it's a terrible cycle, bro. Like, I mean, because honestly, I think as far as the universe is concerned, I mean, it has spent many times without us. It's spending with us right now, and we just happen to be living in a time where we're able to see on the, I guess, a lot of negativity that is going on. But as it spins, because if we would look at the clock of destiny, I don't know, you called it something different when we talked about it, but
precession of the equinox.
The precession of the equinox, it's that's the same thing. So as it spins, we going in and out of different energies that the universe you know, magnifies so that, you know, at some point, like our great grandkids that come about, they may be doing telepathy again, like the other, you know, because of the certain energies that's going to be here on the earth. So right now, the one that's most prevalent is the negative, which is it's on its way out. You know, I mean, if we really look at it, a lot of the powers that we look at, the, you know, the whole this whole stuff with Biden being in office and trying to force this authoritarian mindset, you know, all these different things that we're seeing.
It's like people being mean to each other for no reason, and just like ugliness, like road rage, people killing each other, driving down the damn highway just because they cut them off on the freeway.
If we thought it was a low vibration for people to judge others based on their skin color, here we are, we're judging people based on a shot or no shot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mask or no mask.
Yeah, all this bull crap. So I mean, you know, a lot of these things are beneficial to us. Even the negativity, it just depends on your perspective of how you see things. It is a benefit for us to be able to see these things so that we can be able to, you know, move differently ourselves, or maybe to inspire different thoughts in other people. Because like I got a friend of mine, you know, me and him debate all the time, and you know, we see things differently. He's more on the liberal side, I'm more conservative or whatever. You know, we have our battles, but at the same time, you know, he's like, yeah, man, they gonna get him. You know, shoot, they gonna put this, you know, law. I was like, dude, I mean, look, all I'm gonna say is pray for them both. Nobody really knows which one is more beneficial at this point. The vax or no vax, you don't know which, you know, people, the shots or no shot, who is actually right. We don't know. It's too early for us to tell. But pray for both sides, man.
Right. You know, have some damn compassion regardless. That's the point. It seems like that's lost. Like they're making the other side is the devil or whatever, evil or whatever, and it's so ugly. It's so ugly. Like, you know what I was talking about? How I saw these damn stories. How somebody, you know, was on the radio or whatever, and they was like an anti-vaxxer, and then they died from COVID, and then they keep playing that story, and then it's like, think about that. This guy is dead. He died. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. He was an anti-vaxxer, and he was talking about don't get in the vax, and then he dies of COVID. But you're gonna laugh at that now? You're gonna make that a joke? You're gonna make that a meme?
When we have proof that people are dying from both, you know, whether it's they just get COVID, or even if they've had the shot and they die from COVID. Like, I mean, I don't know if we even have truly all of the data, but I mean, there's people dying that's on both sides of those fences. So, I mean, all in all, you know, we really need to really give better energy to each other. You know, like, you know, hey, you believe in it, hey, more power to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't believe in it, hey, more power to you, bro. Like,
right. Let's just have love for each other.
You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah, it's probably the best way, but you know.
And I agree with Deuce's point, though. It's draining, right? They drain you. You know,
dude, so you're human. We get tired, bro. The best advice I can.
You have to find the balance.
Dude, I know he's in a relationship, man, and I know that shit is hard, man. I've been single for like the past 6 years. I'll tell you this: it's hard fucking work. You just feel drained. Am I wrong? Are you not in a relationship? That's the last thing we talked about. Yeah.
Was that me?
Yes. Yeah. I'm talking to Deuce.
Yeah,
man. That's the best advice I could possibly give you, man. I'm not gonna. Y'all made a valid point on the. Yeah, man.
I like something else. I like something that I heard
dude.
As well. Go
ahead, Pat. What you were saying?
Well, not when he was saying that he thanks his dad, and they're like, "What the hell you thinking?" Because I think, you know, our situation aren't the same, but it has some elements of that are similar, and because like I've always known my dad. My mom and my dad were divorced when I was young. Um, he had a marriage he was in that she didn't want him to really have anything to do with us. He did make like different efforts to try to see us without her knowing, or just different little things. But of course, there's periods in my life where I was thinking that hey, why would you want to be with somebody that doesn't, what I'm saying, want you, have a relationship with your kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you allow that? Why would you, be okay with that? And I had some, you know, I had some anger toward him during different parts of my life. But at the same time, I realized, because I mean, I started writing a book on it, some of these feelings that I have. But if he was there day to day,
Should
would
make me
I
say
be
some
the same
food.
person that I am today? If I hadn't gone through some of those things that I've gone through, who would I be today? You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing and a curse in the same breath, in that same breath, because like I said, I really feel like if I had been totally under his control from birth to an adult, I, I you know what I'm saying, I couldn't even imagine who who this person would be. Like, would I be strong enough to stand up and do some of the things on my own that I have done? You know what I'm saying? Me having, because I mean, he was like, no, you get a job, go to school, get a job, do this, do that, or whatever, and pretty much work for the man for the rest of your life. And that's kind of the era in which he grew up, where that it probably was more beneficial. But for me, coming up, my personality type, that doesn't match, because
Yeah.
I don't know, what I'm saying, I've seen myself almost go crazy working for other companies, you know what I'm saying? So I can barely imagine if I had lived under those directions from a child to now, if you know I would be like just another cog in the system, you know.
Yeah,
So I mean, a lot of
yeah,
those
I
things,
feel you.
yeah, a lot of those things I think was more beneficial to me that he wasn't there. I mean, me knowing him, us having, different times where we hung out. He took us on a vacation. Well, me and my middle brother, my older brother, I think, was a little too old to relate or get into it. But however, me and my middle brother, we gone on different little trips with him, and our camping trips on our property in the country and stuff like that. So I mean, I've had great experiences with him, but but the day to day, if I had dealt with him day to day, would I be as strong? If would I be a real man today? Like, would I be able to stand on my own any other way? So I don't know. I kind of I appreciated when he said that, was that he still gives reverence, and he gives thanks to his dad, because it at least allowed him to see the world the way he sees it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah. Oh yeah.
And but I think a lot of us go through this hardship, and then we feel like the other, because we went through the hardship, that other people should have to go through it too. They shouldn't have
Mm-mm.
advantages like I have. Uh, but that's not the right way of thinking. But it's easy for us to fall into that way of thinking just because we hurt. And then when we talk about hurt people. You got hurt, so you want to pass it along. It's like, pay it forward. Some random person hurt me, so I'm gonna hurt some other random person.
yeah, and that happens so much that it's just ridiculous. But that's a lot of misguided feelings. You know what I'm saying? If you're not really type of person to know how to decipher through different information, give the balance to yourself, because you know I guess I've been the type of person where, you know, I've had my deeply confused moments as well, but I think that I offer, you know, even to myself, but also others, a way of seeing things from a different light. Because if you stick yourself in the mindset where everything is fucked up, I mean, that's the kind of frequency you're gonna live on. If you don't find a way to get out of that negativity and see what, you know, what parts of life are good. You know, if you're always thinking about all of the bad stuff, that's the part that you're wallowing around in. But why not wallow around in positive thoughts of that same situation?
Exactly.
Hey,
But
bro,
that's you have to train your mind to do that. It's not easy.
Yes. You do, dude.
It's not easy. We
You're
all
speaking.
easily.
The only reason I'm silent, man, is because you speaking the truth. I do my best not to get pissed off about it.
No,
Sometimes I be
I
in
know
my own
you,
zone.
but you know what?
I'm just gonna say that, bro.
You need that expression. You need to be able to express yourself, because those are. I
Facts
mean,
and facts.
I don't
That's
think
why I
anything
do
that
it.
you're saying is a lie.
Yeah.
But you know, we do have to find the balance where it's like, okay, you know what? I done kicked over some trash cans and you know what I'm saying? I done ripped up paper and threw it all across the place. All right, well, all right,
Now what?
let's pull these things together. Let's pull these things back together. You had to find that ground as well. Like nothing is like you're nothing is
And,
wrong with you for
and I,
having
I was
those feelings.
I was gonna say the same thing. It's totally okay to Tasmanian devil. If anybody got the right to Tasmanian devil, it's the black man in America. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we got good excuse to fucking tear this whole shit up. So
Yeah.
like, if going through a fit is, but like you say, pull it back together, pick it up. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
need
mean,
to.
I gotta.
just don't go hurt somebody else in your, you know,
You gotta
your
go.
Tasmanian fit.
I gotta go, bro.
All right,
Gotta
bro.
go.
No.
Hey,
Thanks for
man.
your
Good
time.
show. Good topic, bro. Good topic. Who does pick it up?
Who does pick it up? That's what you got to ask yourself when you get up in the morning.
Well, they should be,
Are you gonna pick up the banana peel today?
bro. I usually do.
Okay.
I'm that dude.
I believe you, bro. I believe you.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
I believe
Leave
you.
me alone, bro. Leave me alone. Fuck.
Peace and love, bro.
Always peace and love, man.
All right.
Oh yeah, bro.
All
Take
right,
it
bro.
easy.
Always, Pat.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yes. Y'all got me. Both of y'all got me on black screen, but I ain't tripping. You know I can handle this. I got it.
Yeah, nah, I'm here, man. You know, I'm still trying to reject a lot of this evil that's been running through my body.
Oh man. See, yeah. Well, let's not talk about that. Let's not give it no energy. So yeah, you talking about being sick and shit.
Well, yeah, I'm just,
Yeah.
I think I'm at the end of it all, but still,
Yeah.
it's still rearing its ugly head.
Me too, bro. Me too. That's why I don't really want to talk about it. So, we still on this? We still on the banana peel, but let me some Dave Chappelle. This is I'll probably be okay to share this.
Fair
This
use.
is not.
Fair use.
Shit. Yeah, but shit. This is. I'll probably be okay to share this though.
I have not spoken to you about this. It's a good question. Stevie Wonder said in the press recently that he wanted to move to Ghana. Now, those of us in the room that know Stevie personally, he says this thing many times through the years that we've known. But this last time he said it, he said, I'm moving to Ghana so that I can be valued and respected more. It's almost exactly the phrase he used. And, you got to think, as a Black American, who amongst us is more valued or respected than Stevie Wonder? And the idea that he would feel this way at this stage in his life and in his career, we're going to say, I would do this for my grandchildren so that they don't have to worry about that, which is a very ominous thing to say because clearly this is going to last for the foreseeable future. And to see him decide to make that move, I want to do that. Because I look at Stevie, I look at Stevie as he's the soul of American culture. And man, if the soul leaves the body, then this thing is dead.
I understand.
And I go, I'll follow him over there. Or I'll go myself. I'll do it for him.
Yes! Yes, babe, in Africa. We love that.
I called Naomi immediately.
He did.
You put me in contact with David Adjaye. David Adjaye, for those at home, is a very respected architect, considered one of the finest on earth. And here in the United States, he did the Smithsonian Museum of African American History, which is sacred ground as far as Smithsonian's go for Black people. And he designed it, and Naomi put him in touch with me, and so we've been working together. Hopefully, I'll build something there.
It's gonna be beautiful.
But I'm definitely gonna at least rent something for the foreseeable future, and I hope to open a comedy club there because I heard there's none. And I think
you got to tour all 54 countries.
I would love to.
That'd be amazing.
You know, and I did that show in South Africa. I had never performed in Africa before. It was like, ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles, like the crowd went crazy. Like, you know, and I've got a lot of ovations, but you know, the way they responded, how quickly they bought the tickets, you know, I was surprised that there would be that kind of interest.
Oh no, I was not really surprised, but I think you're gonna find that in across the whole continent. It's gonna be that way towards you.
And Netflix
They've been waiting patiently.
Yeah, they have. I didn't know. Like Netflix has all this data now that they share with me about where people watch me, and the viewership I have in parts of Africa are staggering. It's like
I'm not shocked.
I'm not shocked. They watch me like I'm an action movie. I'm just telling jokes.
They want more. They just get you live. Oh my goodness, you don't know what a blessing that would be to them.
Yeah, and do you remember when Chris Rock years ago had done a special in Africa? And I even noticed watching his special how great the crowd was. I think he was in Johannesburg. I would love to see that firsthand. You know what I mean? Because it's the best way to travel. Like you could go to a country and you could see things and maybe meet individuals, but entertaining roomfuls of people like crowds is a really good way to get to feel what a place is like, what a culture is like, where you're different, where you're the same. You know what I mean? And I'm real lucky to have an opportunity or that kind of window to look in the world. And
my mind's saying this country.
What you think, bro?
Well, I remember this interview. I actually saw the whole interview. It's probably more than a year old, maybe 2 years old. But you know, that whole idea that if Stevie Wonder really feels that way, like, man, that's got to be tough because, like, really, Stevie Wonder had, you know, for somebody to, you know, and I actually posted a Stevie Wonder post a couple of months back, and you know, it was more so to get people to see, like, there's certain things that this blind man can see that the average person can't see. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and it was more based on the Moorish thing because that's something that he has songs about. And people don't even realize this man's been singing about different things, trying to teach us stuff that, you know, he can't say directly because he'll, you know, get shunned or, you know, whatever. But however, I mean, if the man is feeling that way, that he doesn't get appreciated here in America the way that, you know, he really should anywhere in the world, really, that he's looking to move to Africa, man, that's a tough thing to even really kind of consider for myself. You know, I love Stevie Wonder, man. Like, but you know, my mom, my dad had those records back in the day. I used to play them in the morning before going to school and stuff. Like it's just
Yeah, my
Man,
dad used to play Stevie Wonder in the car all the time when we was driving around. I kind of fell in love with it. Yeah.
I'm still here, guys. I'm just swapping the trailer out. Technician finally made it here, so swapping gas hydrogen trailers out.
it's
It's
all
cool,
good,
bro.
man. But yeah, man. For somebody that's shared his gift with us for decades.
And he was here through the civil rights era and all that shit. You got to remember, he knew
Yeah,
he knew Martin Luther King and them, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know definitely Martin Luther King. I don't know if he had any kind of relationship with any others. Whether Malcolm X or anything like that. But I know for sure. He wrote us a whole birthday song for Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of disheartening because I mean, of course, you can't be mad at Stevie if that's the way he feels, and he feels like that's what's gonna give him the type of
There we go.
peace in his heart, before because I'm sure he's in his 70s. You know what I'm saying? Where he should be able to sit back and enjoy, and we should be giving him flowers, every chance we get for the contributions that he's given. And like it's disheartening for me that
Yeah, he feels this way.
that he feels
Be-
that way. Yeah,
because you can't argue with how somebody feels, you know what I mean? Because if he
yeah,
truthfully feels that way, then that's coming from somewhere, you know what I mean? There's some energy that's have him compelled to feel that way.
yeah. And I mean, I know we as a people need to do more because I mean, like regardless, everything that's going on right now, like we got a hand in it. We can, if us not doing something is us doing something. It's
Banana peel.
yeah, it's really like us sitting back and thinking that, oh, you know, we don't have a hand in it. But then on the other hand, you're gonna be like, oh well, we the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that really play into each other? You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to make the difference. We can't sit back and expect
They have
things.
stats that it's the worst place for something to happen, something really bad to happen, is in a crowd full of people because everybody's gonna watch and waiting for someone else to step
To
to
do
it. You,
to
you
do
have
it.
more of a chance of somebody helping you if it's a smaller crowd. If it's a big group, the larger the group, the least likely somebody's gonna come to your aid. Damn it, I was something else related to that, but I lost it because you said something about that. But yeah, so like people be waiting for somebody else to do it. Like I say, we all walk by the banana peel because this ain't my job. Somebody's job gonna be to come pick it up or whatever.
Yeah, and I mean, because I think these discussions help to an extent because I mean, you know, us gathering our thoughts and expressing them can maybe give others a chance to be able to see something other than how they may have seen it. But I still have to ask myself, okay, what can I actually put my hands on and do, something I can do that can actually
But that's where it
change.
starts. That's where it starts. Just having that thought, like you just said, and putting it out into the universe. Starting off with that thought is it. Because you can't get nowhere else. I mean, you can't even begin to, that's where the first step, right? That's what they always say. The first step
Well,
is like asking questions like that.
yeah, and like, cause I mean, for me, in a lot of cases, with people that are close to me that I love, I think that I see the world a lot different, and I might be pushed off to the side because oh, I'm crazy or whatever. But I think there's a lot of elements to this world that people are not really paying attention to, and think that it just has to be that way, and that we should just accept it, just just for what it is. But if you're angry about all these different things and you can talk shit about it, like you should be able to, use them, that minds, find a mindset that allows you to look at it differently and see what you can do to make the situation of the world different. Because
Yeah.
I mean,
But I just feel like everybody's under a spell. You know what I'm saying? Like it's an energy that's just got everybody all mean and ugly to each other and forgetting that we're connected. And we're so disconnected. It's like, but because it's not just us, because naturally we come together. Whenever there's a disaster happens, you know what I'm saying? People always pull together. Like race and everything is all the way out the window. You know what I'm saying? People just looking out for people. When shit really hit the fan, every time we always come together. So the rest of the time though, we just mean as fuck to each other.
yeah, that's yeah, man, that's so true. Like, or even like, I mean, because even if it doesn't come out, like expressing something negative to the person, the thoughts that they have behind it, it's even if you didn't tell the person exactly how, what you're feeling to whatever is going on in that situation, a lot of times they still have that thought, which is still pushing that energy out anyway. You know what I'm saying? Just because you didn't voice it doesn't mean that you still didn't express it in some way.
And that's what I be saying all the time because your
The,
facial expressions, your body language, and that's what
the
people
well,
forget.
deeper
Speaking
than
is the
that,
lowest
yeah.
form of communication is spoken word. We
Something that's
communicate
bigger.
in a lot of other ways that are more efficient and more, has
Well,
more impact.
our universe works on frequencies. That is
Yes.
the biggest, voice in the world is your frequency, your vibrations. So, I mean, just because you didn't speak something, you thinking it
Yep.
is you're still putting that energy out into the
Yep.
ethers.
Yep.
So you really got to be careful about how you think about certain things, and
Because when you look at the homeless person and you're like, oh, they're disgusting. Oh, they must be on drugs. Oh, they need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. That's your
yeah.
energy. Like you didn't say nothing. You could have been just driving by or walking by or whatever, but that's what you're thinking, and you
Mhm.
emitting that energy.
Because look, I mean, a lot of people don't really look at it as deep as this, but mass communications is spread through waves more than anything else. I mean, even just our bare voice is puts off a certain frequency. But like when you look at it like radio stations, those are just waves that's passing through different things, which spreads to more people than your single voice.
Exactly.
TV, TV, and all these different things. So when you really look at those frequencies, those things are passing along a lot quicker, a lot faster, a bigger impact than
They need to
just
teach
in,
everybody about the megahertz and all of that shit. I took audio recording, but they didn't teach us that much about that stuff because that shit goes deep. They got
no,
educational shit about it.
no, it
The
is.
knowledge is there. So, but I think everybody should learn at least like the basics about like the bandwidth and uh because what is it like? Wait, hold on, let me think about this. Frequency with what's the other one? Because it's frequency and it's damn it, I can't think of it. But it's those two together is what gives you your like location or whatever. Whatever I'm trying to say. I'm sounding retarded right
The
now.
what
But
the hertz that is that comes out. I mean, the frequency, like based on your frequency where you're tuned in. Just like with the tune, the same kind of way you tune the radio.
right.
At least when we were younger, You know, it's a
Right.
press of a button now, but you know,
Right.
twisting it.
That's what I'm talking about. Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I figured that's on the same lines, but you know, that is definitely something because I'm gonna tell you, I think a lot of my progress has happened because of I listen to those different tones. You know how they have the rain, they
Mm.
have the kettle drums, they have like they're set on these different frequencies
Mm-hmm.
that allows your mind to open up and like you can almost like you can no you can actually trick your mind to balance itself through using those types of things. Like YouTube has them it has like all kind of hypnosis tones. Well, you know what I'm saying, and then it'll put you in a certain delta state because they have those different levels of vibrations that can affect you to be, let's say subliminal tones that
Mm-hmm.
allows you to open up certain parts of your brain so that
Mm-hmm.
you can reach your subconscious and speak straight into your subconscious because that's really your main brain. Like people say your third eye, but it's actually the first eye. You know what I'm saying? That's what actually processes it all. Whatever you're seeing, it's like mirrored back and forth from that, what like I said, that third eye, but your brain is working kind of the same way with those sounds. And it opens up different, I don't know how you know, different parts of your brain to where it's more accepting or because we block a lot of stuff off on our own because of our programming, like a lot of different things that we see on TV, internet, radio, whatever it may be. A lot of those things they're using that same logic to be able to program your mind that the negative things, well, even some, even maybe even some positives, you hear a certain type of tone that gets your attention and you receive that information a lot better just because of those tones. So
And that's
I
why
mean,
those commercials are what I like to say is the sound on those commercials are way more dangerous than the images on them. So if you like, and I stopped watching ads a long time ago, but if I watch an ad, I have to turn the sound down, like all the way down. I don't want to hear it. And just let the images go alone, and it doesn't have
but
as much impact because the sound is how they get you.
but what else? The colors, the
Well, it's
sounds,
the
and the color.
combinations of that, but the sounds is more. What I'm saying is the sounds is way more impactful. You know what I'm saying? The sounds work with the colors. The colors and the sounds work together to get you. And I'm not saying the colors ain't gonna get you without the sound. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. They know
No,
what the fuck they're
no,
doing.
they work together. They work together. Yeah, but the sound,
But
you're right. The sound is, I think,
it's
that's more of those. It triggers your brain to the point where, you know, it'll pay more attention to whatever it is. Like just like a lot of times you know, somebody that's real close to me, they like to watch ID, and it's a lot of, death and just like a bunch of different things, and it's a certain sound
which
that
show?
play. Well, it's a station. It's a T.
Oh,
It's Investigation Discovery. It's a Discovery Channel, but
oh,
it's called I. Most people just know it by ID, the
oh
ID
yeah.
channel.
I'm not hip. So it's like murder mystery type stuff. Like
Uh,
people died and then like police reports and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, like cold cases,
Yeah,
all kinds of different stuff, and the sounds, and
yeah.
for me, who has avoided a lot of that, when I hear it, I'm like, how can you listen? How can you even, how can you watch this stuff? Because I mean, the programming within it it keeps you in such a low vibration. Like it
Yeah.
keeps you, it keeps you.
And it keeps going on and on
uh,
too. Those kind of shows, right? You could keep
it,
watching it like for days in a row and all.
hours in a day, and then days of the week. Like I mean, it they watch it all the time.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like they don't know how to get it off of that channel.
Right.
So I mean, and you know, if that's the type of thing that is attracting you, and it's got you so addicted to it to where you don't want to watch anything else that might be more productive, something that speaks life. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that, you know, I guess bothers me the most is that you're not attracted to things that speaks life into you or, you know, other people. That's the part that I guess bothers
But
me.
I think I think that we have to blame. I mean, partially yes, but partially you also have to blame like the system of somebody getting like addicted and getting like hooked on a drug. Because I'm sure it's like a drug. Like it hurts
It
so
is
good.
no, it is. It goes back to the whole dopamine, the DMT, you know, like it triggers these different chemicals in your brain. That's what I'm saying. Like it has that type of effect on you to where, yeah, it makes it addictive. And, you know, you have to make conscious decisions that allows your unconscious mind to be able to work in a different way. So, you know, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a big proponent for those, you know, like hip, you know, it's like a hypnosis almost, um, something, but you're actually choosing this is the thing that I want my mind to go to. This is the way I want my mind to think, to process certain things. You have to really purposely do this, and after, excuse me, and you know, science says that after 21 days of replicating that same thing, you've changed a whole dynamic of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to find them rubbing that tone. I was thinking when you was talking about the sounds, I was thinking about how like the different religions have different like they might have a bell or they might have that thing that they rub is the coolest thing ever.
Yes.
That sound right
Yes.
there. What do you call
The
that
man.
thing? Because I was trying to
It's a
look it up right now.
it's a bowl.
Yeah, and then they have this mallet or whatever, and they rub
Yeah,
it on that hoe, and it
yeah.
fucking makes that perfect noise.
Yeah, they kind of like just tap it. They kind of give that tone, and that rolling around kind of balances it out to, you know, because
What
when
the
you
hell
get
is that? Damn, you don't know, huh? Because I wanted
I'm
to
on
play
my
that for
phone.
them.
I'm on my phone right now because my computer was tripping. That's
Yeah.
why you see you can see me straight right now. You know, continuous. But yeah, I'm on my hotspot is, and plus where I am is got so many people around here that it's probably robbing parts of my signal or whatever.
Yeah.
But however, I forget what it's called. I would look it up, but it's something. It's a some kind of bowl. But yeah, that's the type. The same that's a frequency.
Yeah. Because when you was
You
talking, that's what I was thinking about while you was talking. But there's other ones too. They have the gong and they have the like I say, they have a bell. One of the Asian religions, they have like a bell that they use when they're blessing the house and stuff like that. And the Catholic Church has like a bell too, right?
um I don't know. I mean I don't know if they use it in that kind of way. But I mean if you really think about it, it's really can because you remember we had the conversation about how, you know, healing is done
Right.
with with
That's
musical
deep.
instruments. It's the
Yes.
same thing, and it can be, you know, it can be a guitar. It can be, you know, it needs to be a live instrument because, you know, digital it changes the frequency of it.
Right.
But you know, it could be a flute. It could be, really, like, I mean, you know, just think about a lot of the Native Americans. They use a lot of the like whether it's a regular flute or the pan flutes and
Mm-hmm.
different things that's being able to hit the actual note.
Damn it. We always lose them when they're talking good shit. Oh, he's back.
Hello?
Yeah, you there? You dropped
Oh,
out.
I would say I didn't see myself for a second. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you back.
but no, it all of those different tones can, you know, like I say, it raises your vibe. I mean, just think about what reggae music does for you.
Yeah, perfect example. And thinking about Bob Marley, and that was his vibe. Because when everybody talk about Bob Marley, they be like, "Oh yeah, he's just a vibe." You know, it's all about the
Yeah,
vibe.
I look, I listen. I'm like, damn, I need to smoke some weed. I need some fucking, I need some red stripe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's the
but
vibe, man. Yeah,
yeah,
man. Yeah, so that's so cool because, like, you know, and I think he was a revolutionary in his own right or whatever. A lot of us try to look at him that way, because I think he was, because the music, the impact of the songs, because they still have an impact to this day, and it's because of the lyrics in his songs. Like, it's like he really cared, you know.
yeah. I mean, it's hard. I mean, somebody who speaks about love, it's kind of hard to, you know, and that's just not just sexual love. It's love for your brother, love for just, you know, people in general, your community, and, you know, things we can do for, you know, each one of us can do that can make a difference in the world. And, you know, like it starts with a genuine good idea for each other. You know what I'm saying? Love thy neighbor, you know, as you know, like the same way, you know, the same way that you want your neighbor to love you, you know, you put that out in the universe, it will return. It comes back. Karma exists on both sides. Good or, you know, for good or for bad. Choose good. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
It,
it,
it keeps going and keeps going. Uh, I couldn't find that shit I was looking for.
you know my time is running near.
Okay, man. I'm probably gonna wrap it soon too, man. I gotta work in the morning too.
Yeah.
What you wanna anything you wanted to, cover?
I mean, no, not specifically. I mean, I just think that you know, we gotta keep ourselves in check, man. Like you know, we gotta check on our brothers, our neighbors. You know, you would never know what kind of, you know, mind state, you know, somebody near us might be in, and even if, you know, like if, or even that you might be in, you need to check yourself to make sure that you're not throwing a bunch of negativity on others. We can make changes in our lives that affects not just us but others. You know, that's pretty much what I'll leave for the people. You know, let's choose good over negative. You know, that's that's one of the
Yes,
main
sir. I agree with that.
that's one of the main things that God gave us as choice. And you know, we need to make those choices effectively. Yeah.
100%, 100%, 100% agree. Yeah, man. Well, shit. I don't know. We right at 2 hours too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to be here. You know, I would have gone on for another segment, but like I said, I have a firm appointment Monday morning, and if I don't do the right thing tomorrow, it won't happen Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So gotta,
I start my Monday on Sunday too.
yeah. Well, I got 600 miles to drive tomorrow,
Mm.
so that's what I that's my, if I don't do that part right and I'll miss my whole appointment, I could be sitting on this load another day, maybe two, because these people don't play with appointments. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I gotta get it to do it right.
All right, man.
Yep.
Well,
So peace to the fam. See y'all next week. And let's give some love to each other. Let's not leave the banana on the street, you know.
yes, yes, yes. Okay, at least kick it in the grass.
You know what I'm saying? Don't leave it in the middle. Yeah, don't leave it in the middle of the walkway, you know. But because I've already expressed, that part, my feelings on that part. But you know, and maybe I need to gain enough courage to just go on and pick it up and walk to
Because
okay.
look, another thing I like people to understand is the benefit of, like, if you actually did go over there and bend over and pick it up, you also having the benefit of that little bit of exercise that you maybe wouldn't have got. You know what I'm saying? We all
Yeah,
need to do a toe touch or two every now and then.
yeah, but the thing about it is, then I had to start earlier, but I think I let Curtis go on with his statement, but we may not see all of the benefit in it. It looks like it's
Right.
it's something that's you know taken away from you, but that's kind of that, finding that yin and yang in different situations, because it's really you feel like this is something that's taken away from you, but at the same time you may be giving so much. It could be giving back to you as well, because you know you didn't allow, like, just think about uh, humanity in the fact that, all right, you don't really need the reward, but at the same time you're getting a reward by doing something like that, because you may have saved some lives. You know what I'm saying? You might be saving a life with something that could be considered as a bullshit act, like something that's you know it didn't it doesn't look like something valuable in the moment, but it was much more valuable than you might think.
I agree.
But yeah.
The toe touch too. Extra
yeah,
toe touch.
we need to get that stretch in.
Yeah. All
But
right, man.
yeah, I'm gonna get on out of here, man. Everybody have a great week. God bless everyone. You know, let's let's try to do right by each other.
Yeah, man.
I'ma holler at y'all. You have a
All
good
right,
one.
man.
I'll be sending you some weird stuff too. Oh my god. We'll talk about it later, but that
All right,
picture I
man.
sent you, that shit killed me, bro.
All right,
So,
man.
yeah, I'll holler.
Yeah, with the I hope it's not real.
It looks very real.
It does look real. I'm just hoping it's not.
You never know,
My
but
first thought is, please don't be real. Please don't be real.
yeah. All right, that just gave me it
Maybe we
fucked up
could
my
talk
head
about
once again. Yeah, we can pick it up,
it. Yeah.
but I'm out.
All right, man.
All right,
Have a
bro.
good one.
Peace.
Lost Deuce too. Oh no, he might pop back in, but I'm tired. I gotta work in the morning. Think I'm gonna wrap it. We're right at 2 hours. So yeah, thank y'all for joining. Like, subscribe, share. Oh, Deuce is still here.
Yeah, man. My bad, brother. I was had to swap two trailers out and everything. But yeah, man, that was a damn good topic tonight, bro. Got a lot.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I try. I really do put thought in this shit.
Yeah.
I try to
have to.
I try to give these people some good content. I think the best way is to have really good subjects to talk about, you know?
Oh, yeah, definitely, bro. Like I say, it hadn't been disappointing at all, man. It's just, talking about the stuff that we talk about on here has just been amazing, man.
Somebody put on there that that it was life. Like they felt like, because we was talking, I think you was on there. We was having like you was talking about your wife and everything. Well, just, your relationships in general. And that dude, he was like, man, I'm so happy that I, stumbled upon this live. He said, because it really helped me a lot hearing us talk about, our relationships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was the one. What's the name of that video? It's called Tell Me a Story. That's the name of it. Yeah, that's kind of like my best video right now. One of my better videos. Yeah.
Damn boy.
So
man.
That tells you people like to hear when you tell, true stories, like when you really just come from the heart and, be 100% honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's so many podcasts out here, dude, where, you got these men out here that are just bashful of women and making it like, man, look, or you got women that's just bashful of men. There's good and bad. And, believe it or not, man, there's a lot of good women out here that's looking for a good man. And there's a lot of good men, still a lot of good men out here. Not every man is a dog. So just being able to put it in those kind of perspectives, man, and, just basically speaking, never know, man. We probably touch somebody that's looking at proposing or getting engaged, some shit like that, just to give them a perspective of how, because you do, man, in a marriage, when you're working and you got kids, life hits, and sometimes you get caught in that cycle of just life, everything is like you're just stuck in working and being a mom, being a dad, and never really making anything special about you and the wife, and it's real easy to do.
And so what did you think about that when we was talking about like the house and like I say, like the banana peel in the house definitely gonna get picked up, right? So how come we can't extend our thought of our house into our community like that?
Yeah, man, like I say, I think there's a lot of people out here that have a lot of good intentions, but I think it also goes back to what I was saying earlier. You have those people that have extended that olive branch so much and they just feel run down, just feel like they've been used up, and and they're just kind of, they're human, and you just have to allow that person to go through that phase and get back to that phase of reality and transparency and being that loving person, because I think we have I think that's kind of what it has come down to, bro. But even still, with that being said, there's still a lot of people out here in this world that want to see a difference, that want to try to make a change. It's just sometimes, with the way that the world is going and the way society is, sometimes, dude, people like that, they're kind of shushed, because the world wants to see negativity. The world wants to see humankind, just people. It's almost like they want to see you just fucking, wither away. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's such a easy bake type of society now, just microwave, society now. It's like, no, it's just, this younger generation, man, like, and I mean, I'm only 34 years old, so, but I honestly feel like my generation of people are probably like the last decent, because this new generation, bro, man,
They something else. I
it's
agree with
crazy.
you. They wily.
There's something else, bro, and they don't care about nobody else but themselves, dude. And you know, and it's like they're getting everything just at the touch of a button. You know, like they don't have to work for anything. You know, like they can make money being like nowadays you can make money just being a bum, dude. Sitting at home recording videos or recording yourself play Xbox. You know, it's like I don't know, man. Like us growing up as kids, we were forced to get outside. We were forced to get active and go do shit. You know what I'm saying? And go mingle with everybody else. And we enjoyed that shit, bro. Like it was like, nigga, when it rained outside and it was storming, we'd be pissed off because it's boring than a motherfucker sitting in the house.
Yep. I agree with that.
You know, so.
And I used to try to tell my daughter, I used to try to make her go outside, bro. I'm sorry. I used to try to make my daughter go outside, but she didn't really. Like, I finally kind of got her to go outside, but it was too late already. She was like almost pretty much a teenager. So like, yeah, she would go and play like in the like on the patio or on the porch or something like that as a kid, but she never really went to go play like outside like we did.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe, it's just, and then too, man, it's, I don't know, bro. I just, like, my daughter's the same way. We try to get my daughter to go outdoors and play, and she's just at that age where she wants to sit in the house and do arts and crafts or, do TikTok videos or talk with her little friends or whatever. Like they all do like a group FaceTime deal. Now my son, on the other hand, like he hates being in the house. He likes to go outside, play with the other kids in the apartments, especially if he doesn't have baseball practice. He want to get outside. Like he don't want to be sitting in the house. And I love that about him. It's like, man, I'm looking at him and I'm like, bro, that's me right there. That's exactly me. Like I did not want to be sitting in the house looking at these four walls and watching shit on TV. Like I wanted to get outside.
Because it was way more exciting. A bunch of shit going on out there.
Yeah, you're going to see something when you go outside. You're going to catch something, see something, and it's like my daughter, on the other hand, is like my wife. She's kind of like to herself in her own little world. And, it's kind of like if you're not doing what she want to do, it's like, I'm fine. She's at that age now where she likes to stay at home. It's like if we're not, when we be like, hey, you want to go there? She's like, what are y'all going to do? Oh, nothing, just run to the store, grab a few. I'll stay home. It's like if you're not going out to eat or going to the shopping mall, she ain't trying to go. She don't want to hear it. Like, I'll just stay home. My son, on the other hand, he like, hell yeah, let's go to the grocery store. Yeah. So
I guess crazy, it is what it is. They're all individuals and they just choose their own way. And then the whole world is different now too, because how safe is it for you to let your kids just run the streets now? Like the same way we used to run the streets.
Nah, I don't think I would allow my son to do that. But just playing around in the apartment, I'm pretty cool with that. And like he knows, not to leave from, right there at the little area, because right there at the little area where the playground is, right next to it is the dog park. So there's always kids and adults and stuff, a lot, pretty much everybody in our apartments have a dog, and I like it because it's kind of a community there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows my son, like, oh, we saw Trey, or, like we're walking outside to the car and, people passing by and they're like, hey, Trey,
right.
Like,
so he got to think about that. if he trying to do some kind of dirt, he got to think about that because some random person might see him doing something, and they're gonna probably get back with you and tell you.
Oh hell yeah. Like we all kind of watch out for each other's kids and stuff, like because we kind of had a little situation where there was like people going around trying to abduct kids in our area. So like everybody kind of sticks in together and watches each other kids, and and it's usually like when the kids are out at play, dude, like all of their parents are out there watching, and somebody new shows up in the apartment that we don't know. It's kind of like, oh yeah, who are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like literally, like these white folks where I live at abode, bro. They're actually, oh, you live here? What's your apartment number? It's like,
Yeah.
like, it just, yeah, like, yeah, we've never seen you here before. You're hanging around the kids' playground. What's going on?
Yep.
Are you looking to grill? The grills are open. Nobody's using the grill. Like, literally, bro.
Yeah. That's cool, though. I think that's good stuff. I really do. I think that's good stuff. That's one of the things that's really unfair because you kind of gotta. It seems like now I could be wrong, but it seems like you kind of gotta move to nice areas to get some form of community, right? Because when you're in the hood, I mean, there is community in the hood, but I mean, like, I remember, I don't know who this was. Lived in the house, the neighborhood. They had a badass community center in the neighborhood of the houses where everybody who lived in that area could go here. And this place was like an Airbnb on steroids, bro. I mean, it literally had everything from pools to it had everything, bro. And everybody had access to this thing. And I just thought that was like really nice. Like the grills outside and fucking covered and like, I mean, it's just super, super, super nice. Like the perfect place to go and have like a little whatever. And you don't have to pay.
Definitely. That's the stuff right there.
And I ain't never seen no shit like that in the hood.
Yeah. Man, that's just like over by me, dude. Like I thought the YMCA shit was dead, but out there, like people have memberships for the YMCA. Like their kids go there the whole fucking summer. Like I thought that was dead, dude.
I think that's just
they got it, but
that's one of the things that niggas just be missing because I be trying to put my daughter in stuff too, and it took me a long time to get on that shit too. Some part of it is like niggas don't want to spend because it do kind of cost, but the YMCA is not that much. But whenever you do those programs, you're gonna have to pay. So I mean, what's important to you? Is it what your child's doing through the summer? Maybe if they have something to do through the summer, then maybe they're less likely to get fucking caught up in something else or whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I think it's just important. One of the things that's different in the hood, people just don't see that as a priority because they be having the money. They could spend their kids. It is kind of expensive, but they could send them to a summer program. It's not a priority to them.
Yeah, that's like for me, man. Summertime. My son, he's always active. My daughter, I've been trying to get her to get back into sports, because she used to play soccer, and I'm like, look, man, like you're finna be 12 years old, this is gonna be the soccer that you're gonna want to play. It's more competitive. You don't have to worry about, cause she used to play for fun, fair, positive soccer. So it was like with that league, everybody's a winner, right? So, and I was like, look, it's going to be more competitive and stuff. So I'm trying to get her back into soccer, but like, in the summer months, man, like we're baseball year round. Like my son is playing baseball year round. If he's not playing in summer, spring, or fall ball, like he's always in baseball. So like, that's just like right now, they're doing fall ball, and then after fall ball, right after, I want to say right after Christmas, that's when they start the All-Star League, you know what I'm saying? So he's going to be playing that. So, he wants to go up for select ball. So.
That's good, man. I think it's important to keep the kids active, man. The parents, every successful person you look at, and I say this all the time, go look at their parents. There is no exceptions. There are no exceptions. Go look at their parents, and you're gonna see a big reason why they successful.
Yeah. It's like for me, bro. Like I don't force. Like I told my son, I was like, look, I'll pay for whatever you want to do, but you're gonna finish whatever I pay for. You know what I'm saying? You can play whatever sport you want to play, but you're gonna finish it. It's not gonna be one of those where I pay for this shit, then you like, oh, I don't like. Now you're gonna finish the season out, and then after that, we can move on to the next thing.
Yeah, I told my daughter the same thing. You can't, especially because I didn't already spend my money. I'm like, no, the option to quit, and I let her know beforehand too. You know, before I sign these papers, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? Yeah. Yes, I want to do this. Okay. So once I sign these papers, you're doing this. Whatever dates and all that shit say, that's where your ass gonna be. Because I done spent this damn money. Yeah. So you can't back out in this shit.
Yeah. And so the biggest thing too that I see, bro, being a parent with kids that play sports is you have a lot of parents that's in denial. Like you have a lot of these dads that want their son to play baseball, but this kid is clearly not in the sport. So find the next best thing. You know, sign him up for some type of, you know, if he's in the electronics or, you know, or gaming or something, like sign him up for some type of tech class or computer. Like they have computer classes where you can send your kids and they can learn how to build and create computer software and shit like that. You know, rebuild computer hardware systems and stuff like that. Like, sign them up for stuff like that. Like, that's one thing that I don't do. I don't force them to play something that they're not, because it's a waste of money. Because they're not going to perform right. They're not going to do, you know, you're going to be pissed off because you feel like he's slacking or she's slacking. So, you know, like my son wanted to play football. We let him play football, and then it came back around for sign up again. I was like, hey, do you want to play football again? The coaches are asking. He's like, no, I want to go back to baseball. He's like, I like baseball better. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, and the coaches was pissed off at me, talking shit to me, like, man, that boy too damn good not to be playing football. Hey, man, he don't want to play football.
Yeah, whatever he want to do, that's what he's going to do, yeah.
Yeah, and like I told the coach, I say, well, if you think he's that good at football, come watch him on this baseball field and watch how he's a cold first baseman. Anything that come at first base, but it ain't getting past him. You know what I'm saying? Come watch how he's a good back catcher. You know, his coach, he was like, man, I see, like shit, God, dog, man, that boy, that's just all around athlete. I'm like, okay, he like baseball. This is what we gonna put the money into. You know, don't get me wrong. Once he gets out of these little leagues and start getting into select ball, yeah, it's gonna get expensive. Select and, you know, and the AAU or whatever, yeah, it's gonna get expensive.
It sucks, man. All of that shit costs too fucking much.
Fats and all that shit.
That shit costs too fucking much.
It costs, man. But it's like to me, it's like an investment. You know, I understand that later on down the line they may not play, but you never know. This could get them, you know, through school.
Either way,
it could help them later on in life.
Building character
or whatever.
Learning how to be on a team. My daughter was in dance for a while, and that shit was so fucking expensive, bro. Like, oh my God.
Oh yeah. Dance and cheerleading is really expensive. Like my daughter, she's wanting to play volleyball. Nigga, do you realize volleyball is fucking expensive? Volleyball, and I didn't know it was that big, bro, but it is like, oh my God, volleyball is expensive as fuck. And I'm like, all right.
I don't know why. I think they're ripping us with the cost of some of that shit. I think what it does, it separates classes, right? Because people that can't afford some of these sports, like to really keep your kid, that's the reason why you have the kids that do running or whatever, because it don't cost that much for that. That's a cheaper one. You know what I mean? And so certain groups like tennis is and golf is on the super high end of the whole thing. And that's the reason why certain groups tend to be doing that. You get what I'm saying? Because they're the ones that have the economics for it.
Yeah. Man, it gets expensive, man, but that's why a lot of, like, you see, like, in the black communities, man, there's a lot of, my God, man, dude, there's a lot of talented black kids, and there's a lot of leagues in the black community, but that's why you see them fundraising and shit, bro, and that's why every time I
get money,
dude, and I see
I
a
always
baseball
give
team
money
or a football team.
because
Bro, I don't care if I ain't got no cash. I'm gonna go grab
them,
some at the ATM and give them something.
Yeah, I always give them money because we was out there when when the night was doing dance. We was out there doing that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Fundraising like that. So yeah, I always support that shit whenever I see it.
Hell yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, the kids out there getting money for the football and shit like that because it costs so much money for them to fucking go to the games and all kinds of shit. I was on the swim team, and my coach used to buy our lunch every time after the meet. You know?
Yeah.
That was a big deal. That was a big deal, I think, because like they didn't. That was out of his pocket.
Yeah. Nah, for real, man. And you think about it, man, like a lot of these athletes, a lot of these kids that play sport, once they get done with a game at the end of the night, bro, like they're going home to nothing to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you exhausted, you just burnt all your energy. You need to eat something heavy and good.
Yeah, man. And so, that's another thing too, man. You see these kids, man, like, the breakfast and the lunch they get at school is a lot of times their only meal, bro.
And that's what I be talking about. Go ahead.
And and it's like, for me, that's why, like I've literally had like family members call me up and be like, hey, bro, I got like $500 worth of food stamps. You know what I'm saying? I sell you such and such for this amount of money. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm not buying that shit, bro. And I'll be honest with you, like, I literally, like, I don't buy that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm not buying that shit, bro. Like, have you went and made groceries? Yeah, well, I have money to get groceries. Like, nah, dog. Like, you got these food stamps. You need to make sure you fill your house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying that shit, dog. Like, I literally, like, I done that shit one time, bro. Yeah. I done that shit one time, and I'm not gonna lie, dude. I felt so fucking guilty, dude. Like, just wondering, like, damn, man, I just took food out of these kids' mouths, bro. Like, I felt so guilty, man, behind that shit. I was like, man, I ain't ever doing that shit again, and I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it. But you got people that live for that shit, man. Yeah. Shit, let me find somebody selling some food stamps. Like, I can't do it, bro. I mean, I get they gonna sell it regardless if you buy it from them or not, but it's like, I'm not gonna be supporting that cause.
Right.
I'm not gonna support that shit, like, nah.
Yeah, but I feel you.
Man.
I'm gonna have to wrap it soon, bro. What you wanna tell the people, like, what's your final word for tonight?
Man, I just say, man, just, find that silver lining in life, man, and just get back to believing in each other, and not be so focused on this fucking, microwave society. And just get back to believing in each other, man. Do the work inside your homes first. Bring your family together, and then extend that olive branch to those that are sincere, man.
Yeah.
that's what I would say. You know, it starts at home first. Because if your home is not taken care of, if you're not good, you know, how can you be good to others? You know, truly be good to others. You know, so I would say just do the work at home, man. Get your family together. Get your house right, your heart right. You know, and start believing in others and extend that olive branch, man. That's it.
Yeah. I agree with you, man. 100%.
That's it, man. Well, I appreciate, man, being able to listen in tonight and share my thoughts, my stories, my opinions, man. And shit, I'll catch the next one, bro.
Yeah, please, man. You could become a regular on here. Everybody want to hear what you got to say, man. So I'll be back on Wednesday night. Wednesday night I'll be back on.
Okay. All right, bro. Well, man, I'll catch up with y'all, man. Will you be safe out there, man?
All right, man. Thank you for joining, bro. And it's good talking to you and seeing you too, bro.
Oh, yeah. Same here, bro. Same here, bro. Sure, man. You take care of yourself, man. We'll holler.
All right, man. I'm gonna play a couple songs and wrap it up.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna get off here and get on down this highway, brother.
All right, man. Be careful out there.
Oh yeah, will do. You do the same.
Man. All right, man.
All
Peace and love.
Love.
All right. Yeah, man. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend. Come join the show. I played all those songs last time, didn't I? Did I play Apes? Yeah, I played that. I can't find what I'm looking for. Anyway, y'all, peace and love.
Strap your boots on, we finna march, it's time to march. Strap your boots on, we finna march, it's time to march. It's better to gun, never to run. So here we come, to sever the lung. Meticulous to the letter, ridiculous think you ever get with this lyricist. I really think I'll be feeling this shit forever. Gotta get my shit together, regardless of the weather. And if I think my mental's clever, smoking a swisher sweet on leather. Them niggas can't keep me tethered. I'll fuck around, pull the levers. Hot while you niggas wearing sweaters. And they got people in place wherever. I really wanna shake the ladder, or maybe it makes me smarter. Really it makes me harder, make me better to praise my daughter. You people gon' check the order. How many wanna be a martyr? How many is getting larger? Any respect the father. Strap your boots on, we finna march, it's time to march. Strap your boots on, we finna march, it's time to march. Live slide, situation, faces and names. Live slide, catching cases, chasing them games. Why you gotta kill for 15 seconds of fame? And why I keep it real but still expecting to change? Why do I feel like redirecting my pain? Smiling while I'm saying to myself I'm insane. Hating for your health, you can't help but be lame. Obsessed with the wealth and it's melting your brain. I done heard them discussions about cases and planes, and I done seen repercussions. I ain't touching the game. Choose the pictures you like, we just making the frame. You can have a light, but we taking the flame. Strap your boots on, we finna march, it's time to march.
your boots on. We finna march. We finna march. It's time to march.
It's better than gun, never to run. Either way, ball to the righteous ones. I'm a soldier, dressed in fatigue, until up my boots ain't scared of no one. Ready for war, even if I'm asleep. Waking up, busting these niggas on sight. I'm shining like a motherfucker, even the blind can see the light. Y'all think I'm ready, but we come with the heat that make y'all do it again. Remain the same as we keep it real. The format bitch niggas could never win. And I'm always ready to attack, making sure that you ain't coming back. Even these bitches don't get no slag when these boots are fucking black. Nickel.
Dime qué tú quieres, papi.
Man, why the hell this house ain't clean, man? Where the food at? Hey, man. Oh my God.
Been working all day. Dang.
Private numbers on the phone.
And it make me wonder.
No meal when I'm home.
It make me wonder.
And you don't even want a bone.
And it make me wonder.
The wrong name when you moan.
And that make me wonder.
Private numbers on the phone.
And it make me wonder.
No meal when I'm home.
And it make me wonder.
And you don't even want a bone.
And it make me wonder.
The wrong name when you moan.
And that make me wonder.
I told my girl to try new things, talk, but she say she ain't into that.
Mine's is into that, she all on the internet.
What you mean, MySpace?
Hell yeah, MySpace. Then she wanna trip when it's chicks in my face.
Blah, 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 etc., etc.
You ain't gon' find nobody better.
But her girlfriend's telling her
she's a princess.
But Chuck, I love her. Should I come to my senses?
Pussy whoop, that vagina got you senseless.
No, Chuck, I'm just saying I'm coming home to new.
Man, I need a blunt, matter of fact, twist two of them.
She say that house dirty, so I blame it on the poodle.
Ain't clean the bathroom in weeks.
And she won't get pissed off when it's piss on the seat. Private numbers on the phone.
And that make me wonder.
No meal when I'm home.
And that make me wonder.
And you don't even want a bone.
And that make me wonder.
The wrong name when you moan.
And that make me wonder.
Private numbers on the phone.
And it make me wonder.
No meal when I'm home.
And it make me wonder.
And you don't even want a bone.
And that make me wonder.
The wrong name when you moan.
And that make me wonder. Tossing in the bed, strange thoughts in my head.
What you think, she cheating?
Nah, I don't know, I ain't give her a reason.
Every time I go to mine's office, her boss just leaving.
Breathing and wheezing like she got asthma.
She just got 3 raises and a brand new plasma.
Mine spend all my money at garage sales.
I was thinking about marriage, buying a ring from Zales.
Why she need $100 just to do her nails?
Man, she won't even salute my little soldier.
Just don't care.
I could swear she bipolar.
She take my Escalade.
Got me driving her Nova.
She bought a 7-Up.
Man, she know I like cola.
Forgot I was born in the month of October.
Man, I'm finna go and tell her that it's over.
Man, I'm finna go and tell her that it's over.
Yes, I just want to let you know that I'm going to be, stop lying, I'm going to be working so a little late tonight, so could you go home and make sure the kids are in bed and probably have to cook yourself something to eat tonight, so, okay, well, until you.
That's what I'm talking about right there. You see that?